Look, I know I wasn't gonna do a video today, but here we are. SIMBIB, I guess. Hello folks, welcome back to Stuff I Make Because I'm Bored. My name is Sin and I will be your host, and today I am doing a quick video unscripted because OpenAI is up to some bullshit again. So let's talk about Sora, OpenAI's latest scheme, I guess. So from my understanding, Sora is a video creation thing that can make videos up to 60 seconds long based on a written prompt. Let me do this real quick. Boom. There we go. So I'm here on Sora's Twitter. So Sora can create videos up to 60 seconds featuring highly detailed scenes, complex camera motion, and multiple characters with vibrant emotion. What's the prompt here? Okay, beautiful snowy Tokyo city, bustling. The camera moves through the bustling city streets, following several people enjoying the beautiful snowy weather and shopping in nearby stalls. Gorgeous sakura petals are flying through the wind along with snowflakes. Okay, well, let's break it down, shall we? So they're walking down a dead-end road, and then yeah, they cut the video right before they merge onto the thing. She's coming off of the roof, and okay, so she's not running into this. I don't even know what the heck this is supposed to be. Oh, there was some kind of creepy dog thing walking around here. Did you see that? Yeah, right there. There's like a person. Oh no, okay, they stayed there. Nope, they both disappeared. Okay, so there's ghosts. So it made this super complicated thing. It looks genuinely pretty cool, actually, I will be honest. It is incredibly impressive that this exists. I can't deny that. Safety steps making Sora available in OpenAI products. We're working with red teamers, domain experts in areas of misinformation, hateful content, bias, who are, okay, so making sure that there's no bias and all that other stuff. Giant woolly mammoths approach, treading through snowy meadow. Okay. So this is also pretty cool. The 30-year-old spaceman. What did he do there? What is this? What action is he doing here? He just merged a thing with a metal plate, then smiles, I guess. Okay. Papercraft coral reef. Interesting. Did his head not light on fire just now? I'm looking at all of these for the first time. This is one of the replies. Keep obsessing about replacing the median human with AI. Okay. All right. I think that's enough. That's enough depression scrolling on Twitter. Let's get out of here. Okay. We're back to normal here. So AI, I don't even want to call it AI. I went over this in my previous AI video. It's not artificial intelligence, it's machine learning. And in this case, I think it's incredibly important to keep that distinction. Artificial intelligence is a thing that could look at a pig and then look at a goose and then think, what if I took that goose and I took the head and the neck and the wings and then I put it on the body of a pig instead of the pig's head, right? That's intelligence. Intelligence can link those two things together. Artificial intelligence or machine learning cannot make that distinction because it doesn't see a pig, it doesn't see a goose. It cannot combine those things organically. It cannot think about those possibilities. It has to be told about those things explicitly. So let's start there. It is an advanced theft machine. AVM, ATM, it's an ATM, okay? An advanced theft machine. But here's my question. Can the ATM iterate? What do I mean by iterate? I'm going back to Hell World. Let's go back here. Let's take this video right here. Let's take this video. Can the automatic theft machine take this exact same shot, change absolutely nothing about it, but take this sign right here and change it to be something else? Is it capable of that? Do you need human artists to do that? Can they take this exact scene, take her out, and then add a new person in there doing something else? She is stuttering. Oh my god, her legs are like warping back and forth. Look at her legs. This is her left leg. Stutter. Stutter again. Stutter again. Now it's her right leg. Horrifying! Anyway, can AI take a scene like this and completely replace her and leave everything else in the background intact? Can it take exactly this and change the amount of pillars in the background here? Because human artists can do that. Because what AI is going to give you is a flat image with everything baked into it. It cannot give you this on one layer, all of these things in a layer. And let's say they create this character, this little fucking, where's this monster? Where's the monster? Come back, monster. Right here. Let's say they want to make another video of this monster from another angle. Can they do that? Can they keep the details consistent between different angles? When it's viewed from behind, are the horns still fuzzy for some reason? Are the eyes the same size? Are the hands and the legs and the tail proportioned in the same way? This is the kind of stuff that AI just can't do because it doesn't look at this and understand this to be a thing. It just looks at this and it sees pixels, okay? I'm sorry I'm getting heated about this, but this is why I wanted to make this video, because like, this video honestly is the most promising because it does, again, I'm terrible at faces, it does somewhat look like he's mostly the same person, but it's like, is he only the same character for these 60 seconds? If they were to make another 60 seconds, could they make the exact same guy? Is the design of the spaceship the same? Does this have a function? Because look, when it comes to movies, every little detail somebody thought about. Every single detail somebody thought about how that worked, how that's put together. For Barbie, somebody thought about the way Barbie Land looks. Somebody thought about the way that Barbie Land is laid out. What elements go where? Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Look at this. Look at this shot. Look at the way that it was framed, right? This was all set up to these walls. This was all built, so this was all a real set, but everything behind it is not a set. Everything behind it is CG. Somebody thought about what this sign looks like, what this lighthouse looks like, what this flag thingy looks like. There's a flamingo over there I've never seen before. Look at all of these elements. All of these elements were made together. Oh man, and look, you can even see, look how this Ferris wheel goes from tall to slightly smaller to slightly smaller to slightly smaller, and same thing over here. And all of these details help pull your eye to the center to where Barbie is, okay? Somebody thought about that. Many people probably thought about that. Many people discussed how these elements should come together, what color they all should be, what color all of these little baskets on this thing should be, this little plane. All of these things were things that people thought about and included specifically. I need to stress this. The automatic theft machine cannot think like that. It can't think like that because it doesn't see things like a person can, because it is not intelligent. It only goes by what people have written down. If we look at this again, at this prompt, beautiful snowy Tokyo City is bustling. Is this actually Tokyo City? Would this recognizably look like Tokyo from a perspective of a person who lives there, or even a person who's been to Japan? And speaking of been to Japan, is this actually kanji? It looks vaguely like kanji. My katakana is terrible. It's like, kesa, that's not a letter. It's kind of like a zoo mixed with a bunch of other things. And like, are these actual kanji? What does this say up here? What is this store called? All of these things are important things to think about when you're making a movie, when you're making a short. And here's another thing, because so many different people are involved, so many different people are making decisions. There was an artist who made this Ferris wheel and decided what this looks like. They decided which colors these things are, perhaps with guidance from some kind of supervisor. Maybe if another person did this, they would be different colors in a different order. Because all of these people came together, all of these people made these decisions. That's why Barbie Land looks this way. Because people thought about it. Because people decided that it should look this way. This nonsense is not intelligent decision-making. An intelligent decision-making person would not have these people come up from the bottom of the screen floating over top of, I don't know, this roof? Is it a roof? Who knows? They just zoom in from nowhere. These trees are way too freaking small. This person looks like they're going to run into this red thing and impale themselves. When the camera finally lands, the perspective is completely off because you're like, wait, these trees and things were way smaller than I thought they were. And no, actually, just kidding, they're big. And it's just stuff like that. Oh, I just saw a person warp into this little stall right here. Yes, AI is going to be the future of media. This is going to be the future. Is this what you want? Random garbage, completely unintelligible, undirectable, unchangeable, unfixable garbage? This is what you want movies to look like? You don't want people to sit there and think, maybe we should reorganize the buildings in the background so that they go from tallest to smallest so that Barbie is framed better. Maybe we should have everything be this specific color of pink and then run the whole world out of that specific pink paint so that we can paint the sets this color pink. No, you don't want that. You just want random nonsense. I'm so sorry, listener. You are not the person that I'm mad at here. I'm mad at the AI bros who are deciding that this is the future of the world. It's ridiculous. This is what you want? You want nonsense? My question about these things, because I work in film, will this replace human artists? I want to say no, but I have no doubt that companies are going to turn to AI as soon as possible, because if they could even pay 10 people instead of 11 people, they are going to jump at that chance, because they are going to want to save money in every single way possible. Because guess what? Making movies is incredibly expensive. You have no idea how many people are involved in making movies. You could say, okay, well, there's the credits. The credits of a movie don't list every single person that worked on it. Yeah, not every single person who works on a movie is credited. One of my friends worked 6 months on a movie and she is not credited, okay? My team, working on a small production right now, I've got about 10 people in my team. Other departments have maybe 4 or 5 people, but there's like 6 departments, already 30, maybe 40 people just in my company. So that's 40 people who work just on VFX. Then we have all of the people from the other companies that are working on this movie, and that does not even include the director, the actors, hair and makeup people, the costume people, people who hold the microphones, the people who do the sound design. None of those people are included in that list. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people work on movies, and if companies can get away with paying for less of them, they're gonna jump at it, because that's just how they work. Is AI good enough to iterate? Not yet. I guess that's the thing that frustrates me the most. It's probably not good enough yet. It'll probably get there. Hooray! I have people at work, and this is why I'm so mad about it. I had friends at work who sent me this, and they were like, wow, our days as artists really are numbered. How depressing is that? Because you wonderful people who want to watch movies, who enjoy random people like me on the internet yelling about stuff that I'm passionate about, you are getting ripped off through this. If movies start to turn to AI instead of human artists, you are going to get derivative drivel garbage. That's what your whole entire thing is going to be. What's even the point of this rant? I'm just frustrated. I am seeing incredible, amazing artists lose their jobs, lose their livelihoods over this. Giant VFX companies posting OpenAI job listings. Embarrassing, by the way. That is embarrassing. I guess what I'm trying to say is this. This is by no means universal, but it applies to almost every single person that I work with. Nobody, and I mean nobody, joins VFX or film to get rich. Nobody. Nobody becomes a voice actor because they're like, I want to be rich. That is kind of a secondary dream. You know what I mean? I am not doing YouTube to get rich. I am doing YouTube because there is, even when I say I'm not gonna do a video today, I'm doing a video anyway. Excuse me, dishwasher. I'm trying to do a thing here. I am not doing YouTube to get rich. I am not doing YouTube to get famous. I am doing YouTube because even today when I said I am not going to do a video, I was driven to create something. Something was inside me that I needed to get out, okay? Nobody learns how to 3D model to become a 3D modeler for VFX because they want to be famous. No quilting grandma is making quilts because she's like, oh yes, one day I'm going to be famous. Artists do not create art to get famous. Artists create art because we have to. Because if we do not create art, our brains are going to explode. That is why we create. And these things have never been locked behind a paywall, for the most part. Granted, listen, sometimes if you want to make stuff out of resin, you need to be able to buy the resin. That's fair, I accept that. But if you want to learn how to draw, pick up a pencil. Pick up a pencil, grab some printer paper, and draw. There's a million tutorials on YouTube on how to draw. Do you want to make 3D things? Get Blender. It's free. There is now, more than ever before in the history of humans existing, more resources for anybody who wants to create. Do you want to make music but you can't sing? Vocaloids exist. Hell, you can even make music and be bad at singing. There are so many incredibly famous artists who can't sing, okay? Have you ever listened to the isolated vocal tracks of Talking Heads' Everybody Wants to Rule the World?
The verse is built around this big leap from B to F sharp and back again. Welcome to your life.
It's not pretty. I would say it's kind of bad even. But everybody knows that song. It's very punk, in fact, to not have a super tailored voice and to sing beautifully and have every single note be perfect, okay? No one is stopping you from making art. And if you sit there and you're just like, but I have this idea in my head and I can't put it to paper because it's not exactly the same as what I envisioned. No artist, well, maybe not no artists, but the majority of artists do not create art and then expect the exact thing that's in their brain to appear on paper. Because that shit takes practice. It takes time. And I know you don't like thinking that. I know that you are sitting there thinking, I just want everything that I have in my life to just appear magically in front of me the second that I want it. A horrible attitude. Seriously, like, you need to talk to a therapist, okay? Because that's not healthy. Editing Sin here with a slight rephrase. I'm pretty sure that AI bros are sitting there like, I want every vision from my head to be put onto paper without me doing any effort, because the act of me trying and failing to achieve the thing that's in my head is so monumentally painful that I can't even practice in order to try and achieve that. Skill issue. Artists aren't always happy with the stuff that they make either. In fact, most artists aren't happy with the stuff that they make. If I could go back right now and remake every single video that I've ever made, I probably would. There's stuff that I would change in almost all of them, but I'm sharing them with you anyway, because perfect is the enemy of done. If you want to watch a movie about a sentient balcony railing that goes traipsing around in the snow, write it. Make it. And in fact, honestly, unless your prompt is super specific, it's not going to be what's in your head either. It's going to give you people disappearing into stalls. That's what it's going to give you. And so if you want to get better at making AI do what you want, you're going to have to get better at writing. And at that point, just fucking write it. Pick up a pen, learn to draw. There's so many resources out there for you. And here's the thing that really gets me too. Now I'm getting onto another tangent. I was trying to wrap up. People who say that AI is allowing access to art for everyone. There are artists out there who have no hands, who draw with their feet. There are people who are blind, fully blind, who can paint because they learned to differentiate colors by texture of paint. Using accessibility like some kind of weapon, some kind of defense against the blatant theft and abuse of artists for your own monetary good is fucking disgusting. And I guess one final addendum to the whole, it makes art accessible. Part of that argument is people who are broke now have access to art. Art is a luxury. I am not going to tell you how expensive I was. It cost a lot. It cost a pretty penny. I had to save up for a long time to do it. If you cannot afford art, you can't afford it. If you can't afford a Ferrari, you don't have a Ferrari. That's just how that works. If you want to see your special little OC snowflake, draw them. Write descriptions of them. Pull apart 100 different drawings from the internet and say, this hair, those wings, that outfit. That's okay. That is you creating, okay? And that is you struggling with the exact same thing that every single artist on this planet deals with. You have a picture in your mind, you want to see it on paper. Either you pay somebody to do it, or you do it yourself. Those are your options. I don't know. This stuff just makes me sad. It makes me sad to see the people that I work with just accept the inevitability of their job being irrelevant one day. It makes me sad to think that movies in the future are even more generic, boring nonsense than they are now. I hope AI gets legislated into obscurity. That's what I really, truly hope. Because left to their own devices, companies will turn to stuff like this. And like I said, you as a watcher, yes, you listening to me, this affects you. This is what you're gonna be left with, okay? People who can't walk, people whose legs warp from one side of their body to the other. God, the details on her face are really, truly kind of amazing. I would rather watch a shitty, hand-animated in Flash, 13-year-old YouTube video that some kid made that took them their whole life and it looks like shit. I would rather watch that. I would rather listen to music with people who cannot sing but who are so passionate. I would rather engage in art that was made with purpose and intent by people. That's what I want. I don't want this AI shit. Okay, thank you for listening to my rant about OpenAI. That's all I'm gonna say on it. I cannot think about this any longer. It is depressing. And I hope that you, if you've always wanted to draw, that this inspires you to pick up a pen and to do it. Have you heard about Sora from OpenAI? I really wish they gave it a different name. When I look up Sora, I want to see Kingdom Hearts characters. What do you think about it? Are you excited for this complete garbage derivative drivel to be what you see in the movies? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for spending some time with me. Leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Follow me on my social medias here for sneak peeks into future videos. But that's all from me today, folks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! SIMBIB, stuff I make because I'm bored. In a perfect world, AI would do something like file my taxes or remind me which groceries that I need, not take away the thing that creates human connection.